Welcome back to Daytime. For 30 years, the Alpha House has been a comfortable and safe environment for homeless mothers and mothers-to-be. But with the help of 20 Tampa designers who are dedicating their time and talent by redecorating the rooms, it's becoming even cozier. Patricia Langford is from the Alpha House of Tampa, and then we have interior designer Cynthia Keenan. She's from CK Designs, and Janna Walker from JDW Interiors, and they can tell us more about what they've done, and we can talk more about the project known as A Room of Her Own.
That's right.
Okay, 30 years the house has been there, Alpha House has been there. Why now? Why is it getting a makeover now?
Well, I think if you can understand your own home, if you've been in your own home for over 15 years, you know that things need to be rehabbed, things are a little falling apart, the painting needs to be redone, and I just had this small little dream of how we can get community volunteers and maybe corporations interested in Alpha House, and that was to say, why don't you buy us some linens? Buy us some linens, buy us some towels, and then that little idea. The essentials, yeah. Things that we wouldn't have to spend our budget on. And that little idea just exploded when I, started talking to Cynthia Keenan and our other co-chair, Scott Scherschel. They just took this idea and ran with it.
Oh, yeah. You talk to a designer and you say, hey, we need linens, and they say, no, we need a whole new room.
Right.
It turns into that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
And now it's funny because we walk in the rooms and we just cry because they are just so beautiful now and such a warm and safe environment, and the girls are just absolutely thrilled.
Now, the rooms are supposed to, emote, safe and warmth and just comfort, to make people feel at home and their children at home too when they're there as well. So as a designer, Cynthia, what did you do to try to create that environment?
Well, if you had been to Alpha House before and you walked into one of the rooms, they were very institutional and drab, and there was just no warmth at all.
Yeah, especially when you say institutional. I think we all understand that.
Yeah, and so it just became of how could we make this a warmer place for somebody, and taking the right colors and thinking about the ages and the people who are going to be in these rooms, and how can we make this that was a before picture.
This is a before picture. Now this is a picture of your room known as, it's Keenan, and this is the after.
Yeah.
And that is beautiful. Tell us what you did to this.
Well, we did just about everything, and that's kind of the beauty of this project. Not only did we have 20 different decorators for each room itself I probably had 15 different people who had their hands on something in that room. I recruited, people from all walks of life. A childhood friend came in and helped. A neighbor came and helped. Other businesses that I work with donated, the window treatments were donated. Somebody came in and put the crown molding up. So really it was up to the designer to come up with the overall feel of the room and what we wanted.
And that tree is just fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
That
it was
tree.
Fun.
Jenna, let's talk to you. You created a room as well, known as the Walker. Let's see the before of this room. This room was a little bit scarier than the other room. Let's just flat out say it.
I'm so embarrassed now looking at the...
Hey, it is what it is. Look, this is a great place. This is now even a better place for people to come to, but it's a safe place. That's what's key. This is what you did to it. Now tell us what you were trying to give someone the feeling of.
Well, as Cynthia felt, when I went in the rooms for the first time or saw the different rooms, I felt darkness and chaos. So they were totally unorganized and really dismal. And so I really wanted to bring light and color and a feeling of happiness, and to bring some outside in with the tropical feel. And so these girls would feel proud of their room and not sad when they went in
Especially when there's a child coming into the world, or there's just a child that was newly brought into the world. It's a wonderful place to, it's a wonderful place for them to live. Real quick though, what have some of these women gone on to do once they've left Alpha House?
Actually, one has gone on to sit on our board of directors.
Fantastic.
Yes, and several of them left just within the last couple of months, and they've gone on to paying jobs and are now moving in on their own in their own apartments.
That's
and it's
terrific.
Just been, that is why we do what we do.
That's the goal.
Our teens in foster care are getting their GEDs, and that's just fabulous. So success is measured in many, many different ways.
Well, Patricia, Cynthia, Janna, thank you all so much for doing this, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And hey, if you want more information about Alpha House, just go to alphahouseoftampa.org. Cindy?